You may have heard of the terms revocable trust and irrevocable trust, and you're wondering, what's the difference? Well, a revocable trust can be canceled or changed at any time by the settlor, that is, the person creating the trust. According to the dictionary, to revoke something is to officially take back, annul, cancel, or rescind something like a law, a license, or an offer, essentially making it void. But it's not just canceling it that matters. A revocable trust can also be modified by the settlor, and that's what we usually care about. Just about all living trusts that people set up to avoid probate are revocable living trusts. They can be changed at any time by the settlor, and they only become irrevocable when the settlor dies. Now, an irrevocable trust is the opposite. You can't just change it at any time. So why set up an irrevocable trust if it's in lockdown mode once you set it up? Well, sometimes trusts need to be irrevocable in order to accomplish what you want. For example, if you have a child with special needs and you need to leave money into a special needs trust, usually that trust needs to become irrevocable when it's funded in order to show the government that the child doesn't have access to the money. So it's not a countable asset and they can continue to receive public benefits. Here's another example. Some people get a life insurance policy, but they want the payout to stay outside of their estate for estate tax purposes. So they'll set up an irrevocable life insurance trust, or an ILIT, and they put the policy in that trust. This shows you don't own the policy yourself and it stays outside of your taxable estate. Now, even if a trust is irrevocable, you can build in some flexibility. For example, you can give the settlor the power to change who the successor trustee is using a separate document outside of the trust. That way, you don't have to amend the trust, but you're still changing some of the terms of the trust, and you don't have to go through court. So how do you know if you need a revocable or an irrevocable trust? Start with what you're trying to accomplish, and then figure out what type of trust does that, and then you'll know whether it needs to be a revocable or irrevocable trust. We have a YouTube video called, "What Type of Trust Do I Need?" I recommend you watch that, and that'll tell you more.